All right, so today we're going to do a deep dive into something that's pretty crucial for local SEO
Yeah.
referrals.
Mhm.
You sent over some really interesting stuff about how to turn your clients into like a referral machine,
Right.
both as a freelancer and as an agency.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to kind of dig into this with you
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about it.
because I know you have a lot of experience with this.
Well, they don't call referrals the holy grail of client acquisition for nothing.
Yeah, and I feel like, we all know referrals are good,
Yeah.
but I think sometimes we don't really understand like what makes them so special.
Right.
So let's break that down a little.
Yeah. So, I mean, think about it this way, right? Like, you can spend all this time, like, crafting the perfect ad campaign or, going to networking events and trying to, like, meet people.
Right.
But when you get a referral, it's like all of that just goes out the window.
Yeah, it cuts through the noise.
Totally. It cuts through the noise because
Yeah.
it's someone that your client already trusts is vouching for you. And that, like, instantly boosts your credibility, right? Like, they're basically saying, like, hey, I trust this person, you should too.
Yeah.
And studies have shown that people who come in through referrals, like, they actually have a higher lifetime value
Oh, wow.
and they're more likely to stay loyal.
That makes sense.
So it's basically like having this, like, army of brand ambassadors out there working for you.
Especially for freelancers who are just starting out.
Yes.
Like, that social proof is invaluable.
It's huge.
But one thing that I thought was really interesting that you mentioned in the material was this idea of like engineering a referral system.
Yeah.
And I think that sounds a little intimidating to people.
Yeah, it sounds very like,
It's complicated.
Yeah.
So like, what does that actually mean in practice? Like, how do you engineer a referral system?
Hmm.
Especially as a freelancer when you're a one-man show.
So yeah, engineering, it sounds very complex, but it's really just about like setting yourself up for success. So the first thing is you want to make sure that you're consistently exceeding client expectations.
Yeah.
Because happy clients are way more likely to refer you.
Of course.
And the second thing is don't be afraid to ask for referrals.
Okay.
Like, make it a regular part of your communication with your clients.
It's like that saying,
Yeah.
you don't get what you don't ask for.
Exactly.
But I think a lot of people are afraid to ask.
Right.
Because they're worried about seeming pushy or salesy.
Yeah.
So how do you approach that conversation without,
So instead of just being like, hey, do you know anyone who needs SEO?
Right.
Try framing it around their success that you've had together.
Okay.
So you could say something like, I'm so thrilled with the results that we've achieved for your business.
Right.
If you know any other businesses that are looking for similar growth, I'd love to chat with them.
That's a much softer approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's genuine.
Yeah.
Because you are thrilled with the results you've got for them.
Exactly. So what about incentives?
Ooh.
Because, you mentioned offering a little something extra to sweeten the deal.
Yeah. So incentives can definitely like boost participation in your referral program.
Okay.
So think about things that would be valuable to your clients.
Yeah.
It could be like a discount on their next month of service,
Okay.
or a bonus website audit, or even just like a free consultation for their referral.
So it benefits both the referrer and the new client.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about agencies.
Okay.
How does building this referral engine differ when you've got a whole team involved?
So yeah, when you're scaling referrals at an agency level, it requires like a more systematic approach.
Okay.
So you want to standardize your referral process,
Okay.
create clear guidelines for your team, and track everything really meticulously.
That makes sense.
And this is where a CRM system can be really, really powerful.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like you need some good software to help you manage all of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's interesting you mentioned systems.
Yeah.
Because it makes me think about the Money in the Bank training challenge.
Right.
Where weeks 1 and 2 are all about building lead generation systems.
Totally.
And it sounds like creating this referral system is a really important part of that.
Absolutely. It's all connected.
Yeah.
Building that referral engine is a really powerful lead generation strategy in itself.
Right.
Especially when it's combined with like a strong Google My Business presence.
And that, of course, is what week 3 is all about.
Yeah.
With the 30-day ranking challenge.
Yeah, you got it.
It's like all the pieces of the puzzle are coming together.
Right.
But no matter how amazing your referral system is,
Yeah.
if you're not delivering results that your clients are raving about,
Totally.
it's not going to matter.
It's not going to work.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
What do outstanding results actually look like in the local SEO world?
So outstanding results are like the bedrock of any referral strategy.
Yeah.
So for local SEO, that means getting those top rankings,
Right.
driving traffic and leads, and showing a clear return on investment for your clients.
Yeah, and that's where mastering those GMB ranking strategies that we talked about in week 3
Yes,
of the 30-day ranking challenge becomes so crucial.
totally. It all comes full circle.
It does.
But, referrals are about more than just quick wins.
Right.
They're about building a sustainable business that thrives on trust and reputation.
Long term.
Yeah, it's a long-term game,
That's a really good point.
but the rewards are definitely worth the effort.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah.
We talked about why referrals are so valuable, how to engineer a system that works for you,
Mm-hmm.
and the importance of delivering those knockout results.
You got it.
So as our listeners are kind of thinking about building their referral engine,
Mm-hmm.
what's like one final thought that you want to leave them with?
So think about this. Like, how many of the most successful businesses in your area do you think got there by relying heavily on word of mouth and referrals? Referrals are like a seriously powerful force, and by tapping into that power, you can really take your business to a whole new level.
That's a great point to end on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining me for this deep dive,
Thank you for having me.
and we'll catch you next time.
All right, see you later.